In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
Yo, what's happening? It's another Tuesday night, and you are back with us, Blurred's Eye View. I'm your man on the wall, Chris Fury. What's going on, DC? Is your sound out?
No, I didn't know you were talking to me. My bad.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, is this that suspense you were talking about last week?
Oh, no, yeah, no. This wasn't that.
Oh, man.
I was trying to order Wingstop and see if I can beat the opening credits. I won, motherfucker. Wingstop on the way, baby.
Rick Ross might be in a little trouble with the feds.
For what? It better not be my Wingstop.
Well,
it's probably them fucking thighs. You can't call yourself Wingstop and serve motherfucking thighs. That shit just that don't make no sense.
What's up, man? What's up, Busy?
Hey, yo, we Wingstop, but we got nothing but thighs right now, baby. Baby back thighs.
They wasn't even the good size ones neither. They, from what I was seeing, they was
them Karen
not
thighs.
Choice cuts. Yeah,
Karen thighs.
The Karen thigh. They were Karen thighs.
About 3 months of yoga and hot yoga and walking around the mall all pissed off because they ain't got your shoes at Payless.
Right, those type of thighs. It wasn't the good ones. Man, we got some guests with us. We got CJ Plain, the music god, in the building with us. What's going on, CJ?
That guy looked familiar.
What up?
Oh, Mr. YouTube God, I want to be like you when I get on YouTube.
For real,
Jesus
seriously.
Christ.
I'm trying to get to them numbers, man.
He was on YouTube 2 days and hit 1 million views. I was like, God damn, I don't know what
we
he's
ain't at a million. We ain't at a million yet, but we're getting there.
You close. You closer to me.
I got my first little $20 check they sent me, so I had to go out and get me a nice little
checks getting paid. What the hell,
man?
I made $20. Woo-hoo.
Hey man, hold on now. Don't downplay that because there's a lot of people who on YouTube all the time ain't making nothing. They out here paying.
I've
been to be seen.
I've been doing internet radio for 11 years and they made a dime. So.
Hey man, you out here? Next
we
you
trying to
get
figure
that
out this.
$40 on the dresser.
We trying to figure out the shine, man.
Right.
We also got Snacks in the building from Trap Nerds. What's going on?
What's good, man? How's it going? Guys?
I'm definitely in the wrong place.
Hey, y'all sleeping on them thighs. Y'all sleeping on thighs.
Oh man,
they really are. They really are.
Not thighs.
You know what's wrong?
Themselves,
Hold on. Here's what's wrong with a
Wingstop.
thigh. It's a big ass piece of meat.
I've had it. Wingstop. That and it tastes good. It just tastes like
I'm
the
not.
wings,
I don't think it's going to taste good. It's just too much fucking meat. Like
no, it's not.
Oh,
have
I
you
don't
had,
have
you had the
with that.
thighs?
Nah, I ain't had them.
No,
I must be thinking about the regular thighs you get from like Giant Eagle. Them bitches be like fucking the rock thighs.
Nah.
I be like, ain't nobody eating all this goddamn meat.
They like the size of 2 flats. That's how I can measure it. They like the size of 2 flats.
That was gonna say we were right back to the Karen thighs.
It was the Karen thighs. Yoga.
Yeah, I be using the chicken thighs instead of the breast when I make my Alfredo and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with that.
I just skinless, boneless chicken thighs, and
I just think it's false advertisement because Rick Ross be like, "Huh, got these chicken thighs. Ugh,
I'm gonna eat it." Ah!
I was like, when they came out with that idea, I was like, this ain't it. Like you,
because of the chicken shortage and like chickens ain't going extinct. So what?
Yeah, I was like, nigga, it's a chicken walking across the street right now, nigga. Y'all got wings out this motherfucker.
Somebody lying. Like,
I heard 3 chickens on the way home. Get the fuck out of here.
The hood I'm from, every single person on my street has chickens except for my grandmother. So where's the chicken shortage at?
Hell, I stay in Kansas.
Smacks is out there like, you got that Will Smith meme like, it's chickens right here. Like, what the hell? And then you use the other Will Smith meme where he's smacking Chris Rock. So like, yeah, somebody lying out there.
Hold up, man. I told this dude. Hold on. I got to cuss out another guy, man. Chris, I'm right.
Lord. Go handle that. But if you're listening to us right now or tuning in right now, be sure to hit us up on YouTube. Follow the YouTube page. Hit the notification bell. You get Fury's reacts and reviews, a couple shorts from yours truly, and then some. But if you go to the IG page, Blurred's Eye View, and hit the link in the bio, you will get all this great stuff and all the places where you can follow us and get all this crazy stuff about Karen thighs and lies about thighs and too much meat on thighs, but not necessarily thighs all the time. So there it is. What's been going on, fellas?
Been watching a ton of movies, man. So that's why I had to jump in on this when you said summer blockbusters. I was like, I can do this because I've watched like probably 30 movies over the past week. So
Jesus Christ, you've been on the tear.
Dude, my foot is messed up and I'm having a hard time walking.
Oh, there it is.
So I just been chilling in my room in the chair or on the bed.
Netflix streaming has been your friend. Then
bought me a new 65-inch fucking Samsung TV and shit.
Those
I'm
things
ready
are
to
glorious.
Go.
Get out of the way of the TV. You're not invisible.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just say that Forza Horizon 5 looks nice as hell on a 65-inch Samsung. Man, I've been catching up on a lot of shows. I checked out The Sandman, which fantastic series.
Jerry's just telling me about that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Day Shift,
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, Day Shift.
Yes, really good.
Yes,
a really good movie.
Day Shift is a good one. I'm gonna get at another watch just because where I was at my son's house watching it. And I'm like, yo, I like this. What was your mother talking about? Talking about it was cheesy. Like,
it wasn't cheesy at all.
Yeah, I've seen some cheesy vampire films. I'm like, what were you talking about?
It was really, but that's okay. It's supposed to be. Like the Lost Boys was cheesy as hell, and the Goonies was cheesy as hell.
I had to tell her. I said this, and it's funny you mentioned it. I said, describe cheesy. She was like, what do you mean? I said, Lost Boys cheesy or Sharknado cheesy. She was like,
yeah,
it's somewhere in between. And I'm like, okay, that's a good thing, man.
I don't think I'd put it near the Sharknado end, but
no, Sharknado is not a good. It was just the
to
lowest
me,
of the marks.
You know,
I mean, it was like one of those movies where. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Even though like Mark Cuban's in it, I have no desire to see that movie.
I mean, it's to me, if Lost Boys had a true successor, it's Day Shift. I mean, there hasn't really been a good
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I think
a good
Lost Boys
classic style vampire flick.
Yeah.
They even had good explanations of the virus.
Yeah. Like it is Lost Boys, the Tribe, and I can't even remember what the other one was. They did not fare well. They didn't sit well. It was, even though they had Corey Feldman in what was it, in one of them, wasn't he? Or was he in both of them?
He was in. I think he was in the Lost Boys.
Yeah, just I think it was. Yeah, it was poor explanation about the whole thing. It was just garbage. I just, it's hard to, when you got a movie and it's on TNT and you still can't watch it. That says a lot. Man, X, what you been up to, man?
Man, today has been a day. Got in a car accident on my way to work. But
damn, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Accidents happen. That's what insurance is for. But yeah. No, but I mean, it's nothing much to do about it. Just get the car repaired and just move on. I'm just happy it wasn't nothing major. So it was Texas. Okay, I'm just disclaimer. Dallas, Texas has some of the worst drivers you've ever seen. You might think like people from California are like bad drivers, like they're understandable bad. Dallas drivers, you don't understand what these people are doing when they driving sometimes. And like I'm like, that's the most annoying thing. I love Texas, but that's the most annoying thing about Texas right now is the way people drive.
Texas drivers.
Yeah, me and DC got family in Texas, so we know.
My eyes. Let me tell you a story. I went down there. Them motherfuckers can't drive. How's the speed limit 80, and you still don't know what the fuck is going on?
Thank you. They keep like we're in the toll road. The speed limit on the toll road here in Dallas, on toll road is 75, which basically means you can go however fast you want, because nobody's out there trying to pull you over. People will literally get in the fast lane on the toll road and go 65.
I was in downtown Houston. The shit was 80. Y'all got 16 lanes and don't nobody know how to fucking turn or get over or nothing.
It's like death.
It's like that Asian man from. It was like that fucking thing from Family Guy. It's like, how many lane changes? How many blinkers do I need to just? Good luck, everybody.
I get over you way.
I see you motherfuckers ain't been to Atlanta at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh jeez, yeah, I got family in Atlanta. My cousin was down there. The one year they had their quote unquote freeze, and my cousin was in her truck and she was looking at them like, what the hell are these people doing? Like this is not. We wish we could have that type of weather up this way.
That's how bad the driving is in Texas, though. Like that freeze, it wasn't because of the freeze; it's because people can't drive, and there's gonna be like it's gonna be accidents all day. So that's why they had to shut everything down.
Damn.
Then I had a psycho Uber driver. This motherfucker didn't care about nobody's life, not even his own. We in the back, white knuckle on the back of the thing, like, dog, I'm gonna need you to put your foot on the pedal to the left, brother. There's a reason why that motherfucker stopped.
He was doing too much. He was doing the most.
Yeah, he was like, no, I get you there on time. I was like, nah, brother, I'm from out of town. Time ain't shit. Like, I want to live.
So, X, you put a post up the other day, and because you had just did a set. For those who don't know, X is he's a comedian too. He does stand up, and you said there's a reason why my shirt looks like it's trash. It's because you was taking something out and you tripped over a homeless person.
And that's a true story.
I'm like, wait a minute, how do you?
That's a true story. It's like what homeless people here in Dallas. They just sleep where they lay wherever they lay at. That's their bed now, and it's getting. That. I was walking outside because after I had got done opening for Q Coleman, and after the show I was helping out in the kitchen, and I was taking out the trash. And I'm walking, and then I trip and fall. I'm thinking this lady in grass is like just a jacket or something like that. So I stopped paying attention to me walking for a second, and then I trip and fall. Then she's like, you didn't see me? I was like, nah, why you laying in the grass? And I got up, my shirt was like super dirty, and she just
he had took like a picture, and it was just like
it looked like I got in a fight.
It looked like he got into a fight. It looked like he got into a fight. It was just
I'm gonna tell you why I believe you, because in Houston, them motherfuckers sleep everywhere too.
Yeah, they do that.
Like I was down there, we were driving through downtown, and it was like Skid Row. I was like, damn.
Well, down here they
like
do
Philly,
that now.
Like Philly. Yeah.
But damn,
Oh
they
no.
They're not
Worse
supposed
than
to like
Philly?
sleep outside here, but they do that. Damn, Philly is bad. I mean, Philly.
Yeah,
damn.
Philly bad. Philly's bad.
Nope.
Ask Kurt.
I went through Philly. It was
no.
cool.
Yeah, I
Philly
went
was
to
like
Philly.
driving to Bel Air compared to when I was in downtown Houston.
Damn.
Like it was like palm trees and sunshines and shit. I went to Houston. It was like real hardcore. Them niggas was. I never
Mark
seen a real
Cooper!
life gunfight
What's happening,
in life.
baby?
Mark Cooper. Until
The
I went
hardest
down to
working
Houston.
man we know.
Shit's outrageous.
That's funny.
It's crazy. Man, it's been some stuff that happened this week, obviously, as usual. So let's get into it. First off, congratulations to Kenan Thompson. He got a star on the Walk of Fame. Finally. Well earned, well deserved. This brother.
He about 60.
Do they get him earlier now? Seems like they get him earlier now on Walk of Fame.
Well, I mean, Nipsey Hussle got one too.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I don't think Keenan's was earlier though. Like he's been around for a minute. Yeah, he's been around
because he been on the grind.
He's 60,
I don't
man.
think shit. Keenan been around for like 30 years, ain't he?
He's 60, man. I'm trying to tell you, that man is
in
60.
Hollywood years.
He prime example
like,
of stick to what you know. Because he did.
Didn't Good Burger come out in like the early 2000s or some shit?
Nah, it was,
it was like the 90s.
That's what I'm saying. So
it was still on VHS.
that's what I'm saying.
The
So
orange
he's
one.
been around a minute.
The
So
orange.
he's been around. He's been around since House Party.
Yeah, before House Party.
I'm sure. No,
he was in Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, Mighty
Yeah.
Ducks. He was in another movie that he didn't
He was
get
in
like
a
a
TV
big
show
role.
first, I thought, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Huh?
Yeah,
I think
Keenan
he
and
was-
Cal and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, congratulations to him. I think he just started a podcast, as a matter of fact, too, this week. Him and Leslie Jones and somebody else. But yeah, he making him look bad with all that hard work he doing.
My homegirl told me that she went over his she went to an after party and they went to his place and there's all at his place. And he's watching Steve Harvey on freaking Family Feud, and like she's like she think he was studying because he does the Steve Harvey impressions on SNL. I was like that's funny. Like 2:00 in the morning, he's sitting there watching Steve Family Feud.
Yeah, he was studying. He's studying. He might be getting ready to take Steve's job. That's what it is.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like,
he's gonna be taking that
SNL
job
might be
pretty
over.
soon.
He'd be a good fit though. Him or put him on Price is Right.
Yeah, I watch Price is Right again and Keenan and his host. Why not?
Or Jeopardy.
Wait.
I seem like Jeopardy been looking for something.
Jeopardy can't keep a host since Alex Trebek left.
Yeah,
Jeopardy
I
is
think
the DC of game shows.
They're doing that shit on purpose, though. On Jeopardy, they're switching. Like they're doing cycles with.
What's up to BC?
Because they had to read a Rainbow dude at first, and I thought he was perfect.
Everybody thought he was
went with
perfect.
Punky Brewster.
Blossom. No, they went with Blossom.
Blossom.
Oh, whoever. I don't know. One of them old white shows out there ever watched them when I was a kid. 'Cause I was too busy running the streets. I don't know. All these motherfuckers looked the same back in the 80s. Gary Coleman, Trent Darby Fishman, whatever his name was. Oh, these look the same, man. It's the fucking 80s, man. Terrence Trent Darby. The fuck?
Why were names so elegant back then?
I know that motherfucking name was like the best name ever in the 80s. I'm Trent Darby, and I'm here to serve you a burger.
On there with
like a guy,
Simpson.
like he had fast guy.
Oh my god!
I've never heard one of his songs though to save my life. I can tell you one.
Other than the one they always
Trent
played on
Darby.
BET, I never heard it.
They played one on BET. Never heard it. Never seen it.
Every time he was on there, and Donnie Simpson was hosting Video Soul.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I wasn't watching Video Soul. I was more of a.
Terrence just sounded like if Prince tried to do Sade music.
That's what it was.
So sad and melancholy.
Yeah, like
exactly
it was Sade type of stuff, but it had more guitar in it. More.
Didn't he wear like a lot of tuxedos? No, I need to see this.
Kind of dressed like Prince a lot. Like he really tried to imitate Prince in a lot of ways. He didn't have the, I don't know. He didn't have the skill set.
Well, welcome to Terrence Trent D'Arby Hour. Well, it's all transparent. Man, that is a hard name to try to say 3 times fast. Say that shit slow one time, fucking horrible. Terrence Trent D'Arby Hour. I don't know. I gotta look him up because now I'm like, what did he do? Terrence
Eagle Eye Cherry was better.
Person. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Oh, there he is. His real name was, oh my God, his real name was even fucking worse. His real name was Sandra Montreya.
Well, he was from like Morocco or something, wasn't he?
Man, I don't know. He was
or
an
somewhere
American
over
singer. Origin London, England.
Yeah, but his
this
parents
nigga
were
look like Prince met Milli Vanilli, met Michael Jackson, and they all just had a weird.
Dang, he do like a man woman.
Exactly. Exactly.
Very,
he tried to imitate Prince, but he didn't have the skill set.
What happened to Trent? Oh, he was. Oh, never mind. I should stop.
Did he?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I mean, 01.
He died.
Damn. 20 years
Oh, no, never mind. What the? He changed. Never mind, man. This nigga changed his name to Sada Maid, Mama, whoever. His real name was. Okay, so his real name was Terrence Trent D'Arby, and he changed his name to Saga Mayorga Mateo in 2001 because he said Terrence Trent D'Arby is dead, and he died a noble death because his music was horrible and nobody wanted to see Milli Vanilli Part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, Jesus.
80s and 90s was a wild time for entertainment.
Wild,
man,
yo.
That's an understatement. It's
unadulterated cocaine and just
weird shit. Like, it was a lot of weird stuff, man.
But you can make some money.
Yeah.
I said, you can make some money off hustles, man. I had a buddy with airbrush, and we were working at Cedar Point, and this black girl come to us and said, "You know who Belle Biv DeVoe is?" And I was like, "Yeah." Can your buddy airbrush me a pair of pants like Belle Biv DeVoe had? All day. We made her them damn jeans, and within a week, we were racking in more orders than we could even make. That first summer we were at Cedar Point, we made $7,000 airbrushed and Belle Biv DeVoe bullshit. just copying that Belle Biv DeVoe.
Trademark is a mother nowadays, though.
But just that graffiti style that Belle Biv DeVoe had in that video, we probably did.
That's all it took.
We were charging $50 a pair. And just as fast as
they'll
we
pay
could
for
make them.
Yeah, I know.
As fast as we could make them, they were buying them. You know, we made $7,000 in probably 2.5 months.
Damn.
Just straight cash. So
I can get it. I can get with that. That's the hustle.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could hustle back then, man, and
yeah, because there was no copyright. Nobody cared about copyright back then. Everybody was doing blow.
Making their bread. Everybody was happy.
West.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Everybody was making their money. They was happy. Oh my God.
Terrence Trent D'Arby was on this.
He really did try to be like Prince. He tried to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he looked like Milli Vanilli's third person. So it's Milli Vanilli and Illy.
Milli Vanilli Illy.
Credit to Terrence. Terrence could actually play and sing. And
He could.
I've still never heard one of his songs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was,
popular.
I mean, I'm looking at one right now. I can hit play, but I still ain't heard one. Voluntarily, I haven't heard one of his songs. So
there's
that.
So the Menace, I swear, I keep every time. It's like you can't go a week without this person cutting up, and I swear to God, he did it again. And this time it was the felony burglary, but now Warner Brothers Discovery just came out and said that first off, they started saying they had 3 options. They had 3 options to what they were going to do with this movie, with the Flash film. One of them I knew in my gut was not going to write this movie off. They were not going to write off a $200 million film. There was no way. In the midst of all of that, they somehow managed to bring them in for reshoots. I don't know how that works, but then they turned around today. They turned around today and dropped this apology, or they dropped this apology saying, mental health illness, blah, blah, blah. They probably won't do the press tour, but the rest of the cast may. Who knows? I knew they were going to cop out on this one. This was just... I knew they were going to cop out on that. They couldn't write it. Yeah, I knew I knew they were. I was like, yeah, 90 million right off of Batgirl, and then you turn around and you got a $200 million film that's really done. Yeah, you can't afford to write that off. You trying to say you can't even save face at this point. You just got to put out the product and pray for the best.
And plus the celebrities that they had it like that. I mean, the budget. I mean, not even the budget. Them people like you're not put. They're probably like you ain't throwing my movie away. Like no,
right?
I will sue you. I would, and I think Batgirl didn't have that much star power in it. I think that's why it was so easy for them to throw it away.
No, you had J.K. Simmons and you had Michael Keaton not even starring in the film, but just in the film, opposed to this one, he's actually in it. And let's face it,
man,
that's really
y'all all feel for the okie doke, man. That was like Ezra Miller ain't got no edge. We need you to go out there and do with Johnny Depp or some Tony Stark shit and make a name for yourself, kids, so we can plug this movie.
There ain't no the difference though is I don't think there's any saving Ezra. Ezra's
no,
he's so far gone. Like he's not like Robert Downey. His shit was drugs, and Johnny is just Johnny. Johnny's always been the.
I mean, they needed a scandal to sell this movie because this shit wasn't selling.
I don't think they really paid attention to the scandal. And if you looked at the timeline of stuff this person did, if you looked at the timeline of stuff this person did, it literally escalated. The first time it was arrested for having marijuana on him. Big whoop. The second time they made that video talking about the Ku Klux Klan and talking about taking them out. I'm like, all right, that's not a bad thing. I'm okay. So, and then it just went from going to Hawaii and cutting up, getting arrested, bonding yourself out, getting arrested. Who goes to Hawaii to get arrested?
Yeah, I mean,
3 times, bro.
3 times.
All I'm saying also, it's a lot of meth in Hawaii. So, in the area he was
when
in,
you go past the tourist areas, a
lot of areas he was in, he wasn't in the tourist area. I'm just let's draw the comparison there, because I've never been to Hawaii.
Out there
it's harder to get arrested in Hawaii though because of the tourism. They let a lot of stuff slide. So, man, and then he owns that farm in Vermont, and he's all that shit going on there, and
nuts.
I mean, I hate to say it because it's sad what the kid is going through, but I don't think
there's certain things when you say mental health illness.
Yeah.
I think like, okay, you're having some issues, not these type of issues.
Yeah, like
that's literally
anything that's going to be solved with medication and outpatient treatment.
Right.
If it's mental health issues, then you don't need to be out. You need to be in a psych ward. You don't need to be out at all. This not nothing. If
you were just getting arrested for disorderly conduct at a bar or something like that, okay, you can blame that on mental health and alcohol.
Yeah,
but Like
he's on some Jim Malone shit right now, though.
Like,
yeah, you got stuff going on that's like, yo, I can't support none of that.
Yeah,
like I like to draw a comparison between him and Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence, remember when he had that mental breakdown back in the day, and he was in the middle of the street, like going crazy and yelling obscenities. People saw that. People drug him through the dirt for that. Like they were saying, if he don't get his life right, he's going to end up dead or in jail. It was like this and that. They say he's crazy and stuff. When really he was, I forget, it was a sickness. It was a disease he had or something like that.
Yeah.
And his temperature was like over like 107. But then you look at Ezra Miller. I mean, Martin Lawrence couldn't use the mental health excuse. You know, he was dead gone like from the start. But Ezra Miller, he did all this stuff, and he's still
the worst of the worst.
Right. He's still. I mean, and people try to say it's not about race, man. Like, come on, look at it.
Oh, I mean, I agree with that. I mean,
look at the contest clues.
Ezra walked away on some shit that would have got most brothers put in jail.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
he ain't even gonna fucking serve you dinner. Like,
like you doing inappropriate stuff with underage girls.
Right.
I'm like,
this motherfucker got
dude, you
5
one step
restraining
away
orders
from R. Kelly territory right now.
You know, he got 5 restraining orders against him in 3 states.
Yeah.
And they still out here saying, "Oh, he got all kinds of guns on his farm in Vermont."
His farm in Vermont, yeah.
I got a brain injury and cannot get a weapon because I've been certified mentally deficient, whatever, because of my frontal lobe damage. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker got 5 restraining orders in 3 states and still got fucking guns around.
Right.
Like, you know, and everyone's talking about red flag laws. Like, what the does these motherfuckers not know what those are? Because that's a red flag, bro. Like,
there's a video, and I don't know exactly when that video took place. You know, I don't know if this was earlier before all of this kicked off or if it was in the midst of it, but Ezra Miller was somewhere, store or something, and a fan was there, and he's like, yo, hey, you know, and they did a little selfie video together, and Ezra Miller says, yeah, you know, so what if I was to hit you? And he was like, what? He was like, yeah, you know what? He was dead serious. Like dead serious. I'm like dude's the expression on dude's face changed so quick, like, oh no, this dude is like for real, like,
right.
I'm like, yeah, this ain't cool. Yeah, I don't, you know, at this point, for people who are going to see the Flash film, and I'm not going to say that it's going to be a garbage film. I'm hoping that it's decent, if anything. But at this point, for people to go see it, it's out of sheer curiosity at this point.
Which is sad because, I mean, the Flashpoint storyline, like, that's what makes me so mad also about this. This is probably one of DC's best, and like this shows what DC is. I think
they were riding on this one. They were riding on this.
And he does this, bro. You are the leading man, bro. Like, and you're doing all of this to a movie industry where it's already suffering. Like, and we're expecting this to be the golden child, and it's and not to mention we haven't been seeing much from the Flash, because when they did the DC showcases, they really didn't show as much from the movie. So it's so much anticipation building, and then you're doing all this, like you just ruin this not only for the fans but also for DC and for, you know, also for people who use their pronouns like I don't want to say the pronoun.
That's the other thing. Yeah, using the pronouns. Yeah, they were. You know, and then you're putting a spotlight there. So it's like, dude, like, what the heck?
Hollywood needs to just step aside and be like, look, they need to start doing what baseball has done. They need to start doing what other things have done, and they need to start putting moral clauses in these contracts and saying, we can't nitpick. You know, we're not gonna bust your balls.
Disney has those.
Whatever. But if you do this type of shit and you completely derail $100 million or a $200 million movie,
it's crazy.
We're coming after you for the cost of
whatever of what you're doing for us.
That's one thing.
You got to reshoot a new role, then that's coming out of your pocket. You don't have to pay us back, because I mean, think about it. It's common sense, really. if you work a job and you run a forklift through a production line and you do $100,000 worth of damage, that company ain't just going to eat that. You will pay that back in some kind of way. So, what's the difference between that and an actor, you know, Amber Heard or Ezra Miller or even Robert Downey Jr. back in the day, derailing major films?
Yeah, and like with the case with Amber Heard, thankfully they said she probably only had a total of 10 minutes screen time any damn way, and they wiped the floor with that. They were just like, she really wasn't the focal point in the film. So let's
and that's a good thing, but you know, and that's
this
a,
one, you're
a
like
minor
the lead
situation. But
this is almost unheard of.
Would that moral clause go both ways though?
It should.
It should, yeah.
I mean, I know Disney has a moral clause and something of that sort. That's why, and like it's strict. That's why people are so like tight-knit at Disney. Like you can't be seen doing nothing. You can't like
I mean, I'm not gonna say you can't drink or you can't do that's Hollywood, but
if you can't get out, you ain't out here cutting up.
Yeah, like if you get arrested for 5 felonies, all right. that's gonna take in that clause, you know.
For instance, like one UFC fighter, Tyron Woodley, he used to be the UFC welterweight champion. He had said that he had a part in the Spider-Man movie. He didn't say nothing else. That's all he said. He had a part in the Spider-Man movie. They took his part out and they took his money and they fired him from the film because of that. Like,
don't
he was at a
your
party,
mouth.
right? Like,
Yeah,
so Disney's strict as hell. Like, I think DC need to adopt something like that. Not as strict, but like something like that.
That's what I'm saying. They need to do
DC
something.
I agree.
First of all, get a good movie out before they start trying to be more compasses and shit.
And you may not necessarily, you know, you may not need to use that clause on a normal run-of-the-mill movie.
Yeah.
But when you start getting into the, you know, the Black Panthers and the DC movies, you start getting into the Top Guns and the shit like that, then yeah, you need those because those are big budget movies. If you're going to make a Lord of the Rings movie and you're banking on a certain
on the stars to get that shit together,
you know,
that's what you're paying.
You better damn sure make sure that star is going to fulfill that obligation, and you got a backup plan because otherwise you end up with the Flash. You know, which I think they're going to take a beating on it. I mean,
they are. I think it's going to be. Yeah, I think it's. I'll probably say 50-50.
It's what they needed. It's what they needed.
Yeah, get their ass right together. Yeah, this is nothing but. If you had told me that one of the figureheads of the Generation X would be running the WWE, I'd say you were lying.
Shit,
I'm not shocked by it.
I'm not shocked.
I'm not shocked by it.
NXT.
He's exactly who I would have thought would run it because
he should have been running it.
So already some of the changes they've made, former superstars are returning. You already got that going. You already have. They're going to be fresh new matchups between superstars, so you're not going to see like the same match off, the same face offs all the time. You know how Vince hated calling them wrestlers and he called them superstars?
Yep.
That's out the window.
That was the first thing he got rid of because it was stupid.
Can it go back to being WWF and not WWE?
No, because of the World Wildlife Federation.
They got to compete with them.
Dang it.
They're also
really
using
Yep.
That's why they changed it. They're also going to be using underutilized superstars for they're going to be getting more attention. So, you know, people like
jobbers.
This is
jabronis, Rudy Poos.
You know,
more candy asses on screen.
You know how we used to see some of them wrestlers that didn't, you know, they come out as one character and R-Truth, exactly. Perfect example.
I want to see Cass and Enzo get a second chance.
I think they got a good chance now.
Look, Cass has straightened his shit up, and Enzo got railroaded right from the beginning. So
some of their writing is starting to change. Like they're starting to do more like background writing. Like they had a car wreck that happened before the show, and people were so worried about what was going on with the car wreck. Here it was part of the show.
Right.
So you know,
I'm just saying, like, there is enough new talent
Definitely.
To make everything incredible, even with going back and forth between the two major ones now. But just within WWE, they have a ton of talent that they could start. These older guys need to start doing like they did back in the day, like you see Dolph doing now with Theory, because Theory ain't ready. He's gonna be ready down the line, but he ain't ready right now.
He got a weird face too.
So so you need the guys like Dolph, like Lashley, like AJ Styles to work matches with these guys, to coach them and teach them and show them the way, and then you need the guys behind the scenes that like Road Dogg and Flair, that, Shawn Michaels in NXT, that can come in and
build them up,
mentor and
do something.
Yeah, whether Scott Steiner, for example. I'm not saying Steiner's going to be able to get into the ring and coach these kids, but Steiner could very much take the role of like what Dusty took and come in. Yeah. Hey, this is how you cut a promo. Because
that's the other thing they're working on. They're working on their promos now.
That's what I'm saying. You don't learn this stuff without having a mentor, without having a coach, having somebody to teach you the proper way to do it. And with the access that WWE has, or the access they have to older generation, older superstars that could come in and teach these kids, they could create a whole new generation of DXs. They could create a whole new generation of Shawn Michaels and Undertakers and different characters that will go on to be superstars 20 years from now, like that. And Triple H is exactly who I would have put money on running it. One, because he was married to Stephanie, and two, he always had more wrestling knowledge.
He really did.
Hey, Triple H is kind of like the go, like he got in. He got in on that family real.
He was really man early.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
So, but it's going to be interesting to see what they do with it now. Now that he's taking over and these changes, bringing some energy back. So, because he's sitting, you figure you almost. How many times have you worked a job and you said, you know what, if they just paid attention to the people that's working, that knows what's going on and knows the hiccups and knows what works and what doesn't, shit will move a lot smoother. He's one of those cases. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to give it time before I jump back in fully, but it looks.
I mean, you got Heyman there. Heyman is a walking encyclopedia.
Right.
Jim Cornette, for God's sake, bring Cornette in as a fucking mentor and a coach. That man is literally a walking historian on wrestling and could probably teach those kids more than anyone in the business, short of maybe Heyman, about how the business operates and what it takes. You have access to Jimmy Hart. You have access to,
Brett, you still got a couple of them that still,
Nah, a lot of them bridges is burned, brother.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, Brett, because that's the first one that comes to mind.
That's the problem. A lot of them names you name, they ain't coming back. Vince gone or not, it's too late.
I mean, I know Cornette never would, because Cornette is just Cornette. But I'm saying, as an example, is just there's a ton of those guys out there that aren't doing a damn thing, that they don't have to wrestle, even if they were just backstage. For example, everybody talks crap about Tebow. Is Tebow the greatest football player? No. Tebow is worth paying a contract to just to have that man in the locker room for the motivation purposes, for the positivity that he brings to the locker room. I would pay that man to sit on the bench just to be a damn mentor and a coach. Because
sometimes that's all you need.
But that's
I don't
what
know,
I'm
man.
saying.
I think that would get annoying because it didn't work when he was a player. Like, you can do that in college. That's cool. When I'm getting paid $1 million and I'm losing, I don't want to hear somebody trying to motivate me. I need you to do your damn job. Like I played
He said,
football.
I need some
coach football,
physicality. Get your ass off the bench.
Like Tebow's cool though. Don't get me wrong. Like Tebow can do some magical things, but there's a reason why Tebow didn't last long in the league. That was, I mean, like you can't lose and then try to tell me how to win. You got to show me. The NFL is a show me league. There's coaches that get fired every year because they got Dan Campbell's a perfect example. Great motivational speech. We bite kneecaps and this and that. The Detroit Lions start losing, his ass is grass, and everybody's smoking.
But you know what? I think
I like how you put that one.
I think I really believe the Lions this year. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I really think they're starting to buy in to the teamwork thing, and teamwork is really what is going to get them. They've got the skilled players to do it. Do they have superstars? No. They've got almost a Patriots type team from back in the day where it's pieces, a lot of good pieces.
You said something that's important there. They don't have a superstar, and that's why they have an opportunity. They don't have someone who's demanding the ball. They don't have someone who's a distraction to the team. You know what I mean? It's all just a group of guys. So once they start, and I'm not saying they can't win, and I'm not saying Dan Campbell can't get the job done, but when you losing, all that rah-rah stuff gets old quick. Especially when you're getting paid millions of dollars and you losing.
Right.
You know. So that's what I'm
saying.
At this
like, point, as a Lions fan, I'd just be happy if they
the opportunities.
You know, I'll be happy if they chalk up 8 or 9 wins, because that's still a good season for the Lions. Like that's a Super Bowl season for the Lions, you know. So,
but that's what's going on in the latest news. So before I hit that out of there, get that on there. So, as I put in the post, summer is coming to an end. We might have gotten a couple blockbusters. We've gotten a couple duds. But there's a few movies from past that we shouldn't have gotten. And there might be a few that we probably should have gotten sequels to. And, you know, so I'm going to start with this. Everybody on this panel has seen The Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody seen this crap?
I have.
Wasn't a bad movie.
I
didn't hate it.
Let's put it this way. I've sat in this theater to see this. The scene that was
supposed to be to see that?
Yeah, I think that's why you hated so much. I didn't go to the theater.
Here's the killer. It was only $5.
I didn't know that was ever in a theater.
Shit, that's still.
It was $5. It was rolling acres. It was $5, so it wasn't too bad of a. But at the same time, I was still like, well,
2 lap dances at a CD strip club.
I probably would have gotten way more attention at the CD strip club than me.
You probably would have, because that shit was horrible.
It was Son of the Mask was not. It just wasn't it. Like they tried.
I mean,
I swear to God, the dubbing they did. It sounded just as horrible. I swear to God, they tried to put Jim Carrey in certain scenes.
Let me ask you this, in all seriousness: what part of that movie, having Jamie Kennedy as the star, did you think it was going to be a good movie?
The ending when the credits roll.
Anything dealing with the baby and the dog, that was it.
Yeah, like seeing Jamie Kennedy's name at the top should have immediately been all you needed to know. Not to pay money to see that.
Was that on the heels? That was on the heels of Malibu's Most Wanted, wasn't it? Yes, it was.
Certainly,
Wanted was lit, bro.
About 4 years later, yeah.
And that was the problem. They thought they was going to get that.
That was Regina Hall. Yeah. That's what the Regina Hall in Malibu's Most Wanted was the
I mean, the whole movie Malibu's Most Wanted was good. It was
Jamie Kennedy was going on. Yeah. You're right. Can't be a shit.
You gotta.
He was
going on kind of a run back in the day too. I think that's why he got that role. Like he was kind of like
he was
Jamie Kennedy
because I think he was doing
good.
MTV stuff and everything. Yeah,
he had that show at the time too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot this game gave that motherfucker a show.
I'll tell you what happened to me about an hour ago. And
he said an hour ago.
Right before I come in here, I've been looking for like 6 months for this.
Oh, the Mickeys.
I finally come to a party store and I seen it. When we were walking out, this woman stops me and she says, "Do you know anything about cars?" And I said, "A little bit." She goes, "Can you tell me if this is supposed to be hanging off the back like this? I just got the brakes done." And I said, "Okay." And I looked and I was like, "I'm not sure what that is." She goes, "Yeah, I got the brakes done." And she said, "If it's not right, I'll take it back," because he charged me $812 to do my brakes.
Come again?
What the fuck?
I looked at her and I was like, "Wait a minute. Did I hear you right?" She goes, "Yeah."
Change the brakes or like the full.
I told her, I said, "Honey, you just had the worst case of anal sex I've ever heard about in my life."
Oh my God.
I said, "You got fucked in the ass with no lube." Like,
she got a boat or a fucking.
She had a Monte Carlo, bro.
Gene Black. What's happening?
Or $812.
$812. I told her, I said that should have cost you $200 tops all the way around.
First of all,
that's
sick.
Is,
you need to shoot him.
Yeah, and I was like, she goes, "I'll take it back to him." And I was like, "You need to do something."
I like, wherever you got it from, I'm pretty sure they're not there anymore.
And another dude, he walked by and he just looked and he just kind of did one of these and he's like, "Seen you coming." I was like,
"Yeah,
you got."
They say that sucker's born every minute.
Yeah, I was like, "She got, man," because I was like, "Damn." Driving home with my Mickeys, I was like, "Damn, I feel bad for her."
You know what? I'm gonna feel bad for saying this, but she ain't got no man in her life that love her. Because ain't no way in hell my wife goes somewhere and pay $812 and somebody live to tell that story.
Yep. I straight would have hit somebody in the mouth. They would have gave me a quote like that for break. Like, I ain't a mechanic, but I ain't fucking stupid.
No, that's insane. The other film I got on the list is Robocap 3.
They made that?
Yeah, they made that. And this was the worst part. You're better off for it because not only did they make a RoboCop 3, they turned around and made a series.
Mm-hmm. I remember they tried that,
and then they rebooted it.
They did, and then they rebooted
it a few years back.
Yep. Not a winner.
Boot in it.
Boot. They need to. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Hard to remember that one. Same cast.
No, it ain't. It's easy to forget.
Thank you.
There's a difference.
I didn't have an issue. I like that movie.
But you know what? You know what ruined that?
Annihilation?
Yeah, y'all don't know this about me. I like really crappy movies. I don't know why. I just have.
I'm saying, like,
that is becoming apparently abundantly clear.
I've seen Dragon Ball Evolution twice. I don't know why. Oh
God, the first time. Wow.
What ruined that movie wasn't the acting or the plot. It was the damn CGI and the green screen that they used in it because it was horrible. Like it looked like some kindergarten.
For Annihilation or Evolution?
That movie?
For Annihilation.
That's that movie.
Because like when they were in the underworld, like the green screen that they were using, like you could literally tell like that's fake as hell. Like they didn't even build a set for that. That's just like some.
You know why? Because it was like the first one did so well, the second one is they just gonna eat it up, and that'd be the problem. The first one did well, so they rush a second one.
That was
it's a money grab.
And why did they kill Luke Cage off at the beginning? Like that
really pissed me off.
That was the biggest L because
they did do that.
If you think about it, back in the time, Luke Cage is supposed to be like the how you say it, like American boy, like the poster child and everything like that. But then they put him in Annihilation and they kill him off in like the first scene. They didn't even wait. They just let that nigga die like off the bat.
No love whatsoever.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
Now hold on. Now
I didn't hate that. I didn't hate that one.
Let me
Wait a minute.
let me tell you why I did not hate this one. The person up front. Everything else was horrible. Michael Chiklis, Chris Evans
was bad.
Stretchy thing dude right there. It was nothing. But Jessica Alba, yeah. I watched her parts on mute. I didn't want to hear shit they were saying.
So it wasn't so much the first one. It was really the second one that we got, which was the Rise of the Silver Surfer, which has so much fucking potential.
Could have gave us Galactus ass.
Mm-hmm. Why was
that's
Cloud?
That was the killer. The fucking cosmic cloud was Galactus.
We should have seen Galactus walking around the city, just eyeballing skyscrapers.
Yeah.
Just shit. Hey,
we got the fog.
We got fog. I mean, the Silver Surfer was awesome. Mm-hmm. Hell, that was probably the best iteration of Dr. Doom we had gotten to date.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. Like, if you just gave me that version of Doom right now.
Give me the oh no, we can move on. Never mind. I like
X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah,
I knew you would like X-Men Apocalypse.
Love that movie.
You got some deep-rooted hatred inside you, brother.
Everything after X2 sucked.
The whole trilogy of X-Men's First Class, the whole James McAvoy's series, I loved it. I don't know why.
There's nothing wrong with James McAvoy scene. There's nothing wrong with what's his name, Michael Fassbender. There was nothing wrong with his scenes. As a matter of fact, out of that movie, that was the standout scene, was him on the train.
Mm.
What Black said?
Ivan News, yeah.
Not Ivan News.
Hey, they did change that quick when people started complaining about it.
Oh man! And the bad thing is, Apocalypse is played by Oscar Isaac, same guy that played Poe Dameron, and same guy that's playing Moon Knight.
It's called Redemption.
He also playing Spider-Man, the 2000. No,
he plays Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. Yeah, that's redemption for your ass. That is redemption for your ass.
Unfortunately,
if you could have seen what Sam Raimi actually had envisioned and actually had in play for Spider-Man 3.
Well, hold on now. That one wasn't so bad. I mean, it sucked. Absolutely, positively sucked.
Okay.
But
look,
it had elements that let you know that Sam Raimi was high as shit when he made this movie. Coked out of his mind. Balloons of coke everywhere.
I would still take all of these movies over them goddamn Tom Holland ones, though.
What? Oh my god!
That's for me.
No, bro, that thing, he is a fucking. He's like, look, every family has that little cousin that comes over. Remember, we grown up, you always had that one cousin who was just a little asshole. You didn't ever want to play with him because he was loud and obnoxious and he got away with every fucking thing and you hated him. That's Tom Holland to me. Like, he's that little spaz ass cousin who got too much goddamn energy. He just, you know, just.
Black knows what it is. He knows what it is.
That is blasphemy.
I don't like Tom Holland, bro. Like, I watched Uncharted, and Marky Mark was good, you know, and Antonio Banderas was good, and Toddy Gabrielle just completely made the movie. And then you got just Tom being Tom, and it's like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Like, God damn, you make shit unwatchable. Like, I done tried watching them Spider-Man movies. That first one, I made it about 15 minutes, and I had a headache. I was like, I can't watch this.
Tom Holland, I apologize. The views of Chris Plain
We're so sorry.
Represent the panel.
We're so
you
sorry.
All right with me. I don't care what nobody say. You all right.
You redeemed yourself in our eyes. We are fine with you, my friend.
Send all hate mail to thesnuts@gmail.com.
Exactly.
Oh my
Was that the Fast and the Furious?
So anything after
all of them? Anything after they had the fucking coked out idea to make this bullshit? Who the fuck? Let me tell you why all these movies is trash. Physics. What? That's why.
Hold on.
It's a real thing. Gravity exists, people. You can't fly a fucking car and build that motherfucker out of a plane.
Nothing's real in action movies.
You can't do half the shit they did in Die Hard.
Yeah.
Shit. Fuck that.
I will watch every single
Weapon or any fucking horror.
And if I hear Vin Diesel one more time for family, I'ma beat the shit out of a cat. Right now, I'm telling you, live here. If I hear Vin Diesel say one more time it's for family, Peter will be at my front door. Because I'm not playing. I'm tired of Vin Diesel. I just want to hear him say, I am Groot and Groot. That's it.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask this. Would you rather have this series of movies or would you rather have another who's the little asshole from Breaking Bad? What's his name? Aaron Paul or
Need for Speed?
Paul,
yeah, another Need for Speed.
Neither. I don't want. I'm tired of fucking driving these cars all day. I don't want to see none of them.
Trash.
You know what I'd rather watch? I'd rather watch Dr. Giggles.
Oh my God.
But rather, if you don't know what Dr. Giggles is, look it up. It's the shittiest movie ever made about a dentist killing people. And I still rather watch that. And it was horrible. You talking about horrible CGI and effects? That shit was garbage. It was like $2 made from $2. Like an actual $2 bill. They just gave a nigga $2 bill and was like, make this movie. I'd rather see that.
Showtime was good for showing Dr. Giggles.
All the time. I love Dr. Giggles.
And Darkman.
Darkman, yep.
But you know why I hate Fast and the Furious?
Liam Neeson started with Darkman.
But here's why I hate Fast and the Furious. Now they trying to go to the moon and fight dinosaurs and Transformers. Like these motherfuckers just running out of ideas. Like just driving the car ain't good enough.
They're trying to make jumping the shark a trend.
No, I'd rather watch Sharknado.
Because at least you know what you're getting.
Sharks in a tornado.
I mean, if they did Fast and the Furious with Transformers, like, would you not be interested in seeing that movie?
No, not at all. Because Vin Diesel and Optimus are the same person.
I don't want to see any more Transformers movies. Truthfully,
that's another series. I'll see every single Transformer movie they have.
I don't have it on the list. I should have, but that last one, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? What the fuck are they doing?
They don't know anymore.
What did you hate about the last
the conversation between Vin Diesel and Optimus Prime is going to be horrible.
It went from Megatron dying, being brought back, and then actually having nanotech, and I'm just like, that's fucking cheating. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, because the new one they're making, they're going with the animal version of it, ain't they?
Yeah,
they're doing Beast Wars. I can't wait to see. Like that's gonna be good. I didn't get the Bumblebee movie. I don't know why we didn't need a Bumblebee movie.
They wanted to tell his story because they had nothing else to do at the time.
That was their.
It was a cash grab. John Cena and Bumblebee. Who wouldn't want that?
Yeah, it was a cash grab to see not for just that and doing a soft.
It's John Cena.
Remember at the end when you got that hologram? Yeah, when you got
that's the way it should have been.
At the end, it was the hologram.
I didn't see many of the
movies. So yeah, it was nothing more than a cash grab because you figured that entire film, Bumblebee was just that. He was a Volkswagen Bumblebee. When you got the chance to see Optimus at the end of the movie, where he was the hologram message, he looked like G1 Optimus Prime. That it was all a cash grab. They were like, yeah, they'll eat this up. Of course they will. It's nostalgia.
Man, it was.
I don't need another
origin story.
Yeah, that's what.
Who wants a damn robot origin story?
I'm tired. I didn't like that they don't give him a voice. Like that's
never
the only thing.
That was the problem with that movie. He ain't have a voice.
Here's a doozy.
Oh, bat nipples.
Okay, I'm about to make y'all mad, but like
this
is my favorite. This is my favorite Batman series.
Is this that's the one that had Val Kilmer, right?
No, that's George
Clooney.
That's
I like
bad
this
nipple.
way better than Tim
Sparkly
Burton's.
crotch.
I know I'm in the majority or the minority when I say I like the Val Kilmer one. I really like the Val as Batman. So.
Oh yeah, no, the Val Kilmer one's not bad.
It was all right.
Compared to
Bat
to
nipples? This is bat nipples. I don't even call this Batman. This is bat nipples and sparkly crotch. That's what this is. That shit is so horrible.
Sparkly crotch.
Look at they got cod pieces that got glitter on it. Look at that shit. They fucking nipples and sparkle crotches. Except for the chick, because she's got nipples.
This
shit is horrible.
Silverstone, so nobody.
Well, I know who she is, but I'm just saying, for the sake of this picture, this is horrible. And they thought this was fire. When they took this picture, they was like, yeah, George, get in the middle. Everybody put your nipples out.
On paper, this is an all-star lineup of the early 2000s.
On paper. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. I'm going to give you an old
Alicia,
football additive.
Right.
That's why we play the game, because on paper, everybody champions. But we play the game because that's horrible.
So now, those are the ones that are garbage. I didn't get ones that were good, except for one. Hold on, let's see what this.
Okay, Bruce, maybe I'll give you that. G. Maybe he might have been a good Bruce man.
Bruce. I've heard that before. I won't.
That's what I'm saying.
I won't argue with that.
I won't argue with that. Bruce. That's why I like the movie. Like he was a pretty boy billionaire, and Clooney.
Yeah, that's Bruce.
Yeah,
he
definitely.
So well. That's why
Clooney
like
definitely exemplified like Bruce.
Then they should have given us Bruce Wayne, the movie, the musical, the opera,
the musical.
Not bad nipples, sparkly.
Is that like Rogers the musical from
Yeah, I could have did that. I'd rather have seen a Batman the musical, but it was just Bruce Wayne's story, no Batman, and it was like a musical and an opera at the same time. But then they gave us bat nipples, sparkly crotch, and I just can't get down with that.
Oh my god. Yeah,
it's like a bad 70s porno movie. That's what that shit looked like.
It was all kinds of bad.
Well, that was the new Thor movie they're talking about there, though.
I didn't see that one.
That looked like a badass 70s porno, man, through most of it. Just the CGI in it is so bad.
Yes, the black card scene. God.
Okay, yeah, I didn't get
imagine,
that. Like,
imagine watching that.
It was in that
black card scene. What?
Yeah,
he had a credit card.
He pulls out like an American Express card, and they was like, "Look at all this damage." He was like, "Put it on my card." I'm like, motherfucker.
Ooh, Batman.
But it was kind of comic book accurate. He paid for everything. That's what he was. He had to
pay for everything.
I'm still lost.
He's like, you just have somebody's card. You just stole.
So let me ask you this:
card.
How the fuck did he ID him? Like he got to show a picture ID.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's Batman. He has contingency plans. It might go through like a certain amount of account.
You gonna go in the contingency plan? I forgot. X is
my dude Deadpool said this is a poorly written plot.
Because he paid for everything. That's why, like, Gotham didn't start hating Batman until he like got in trouble for like killing cops or like got falsely accused of stuff. Until then, like, he beat people up and he paid for like the damage and stuff like that. Like, that's why they like him.
Hey, everybody like the man who paying for everything.
Yeah, that's true. Here's a movie I wish we got a sequel of. Chronicle.
Yes. I wish they didn't kill Michael B. Jordan off.
That's for the cops. That's why the bottom of his mask is open. That's for the cops.
Oh, you mean what Alicia's saying? Yeah, the bottom of the mask being open. Yeah, you know what?
That's more for the cops.
Because the one that's the future one has that. He keeps it covered up because he is a brother.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's actually
Lucius
I never
noticed that. Yeah, I never noticed that. Wow, makes so much sense.
Yeah, Chronicle. You're right. I wished me and my brother said it. We were just like, they just had to kill the brother. The reason why I wanted a sequel from that movie so bad, I wanted to know like what the hell was in the ground. I wanted to know more about what the hell was going on with that. Like,
Boom, ruined your childhood, brother. Surprise.
G Black probably sitting at the screen like, my whole life is a lie.
Surprise. Better call Saul.
So, but yeah, I wanted to know more about what was going on with this whole alien thing that was in Chronicle. Like, they left us hanging with that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I thought racism didn't exist in Gotham. It probably does. It's just it gets outshined by clowns gassing the river every day week.
The news cycle a little busy.
The news cycle a little busy. They, you got murderous rampages going on once a week, and clowns breaking out the prison 3 times out of the week. Yeah, you gotta we can't focus on that right now. Gotham, Mississippi.
In the heat of the night.
That could be a good. I just thought that just gave me a thought of a good Batman series where Batman has to fight the Ku Klux Klan. That's the only place I ever seen the Klan at is in Mississippi.
Oh, Black Panther. Okay, we're gonna start with CJ. Give me a movie that you wish we had a sequel from, then give me a movie that we got a sequel from and wish we didn't get.
One that I wish we would have got a sequel to. I would have really, truthfully, I like that they did Top Gun Maverick. Brilliant movie, by the way. But I would have much rather seen a Days of Thunder one. I think really like Days of Thunder. There was something about that movie, the characters and whatnot that.
Okay, I can dig that one. I can rock with that.
As far as ones that didn't ever need a sequel, trying to think of one that I really, really hated. That was horrible. Most of the Medea movies, I think, probably, after the first couple, it was just kind of like rehashing the same jokes, like.
Oh man.
I mean, I like Tyler Perry as an innovator and even as a filmmaker and a writer, but I think that the Medea thing is just kind of wearing thin. It's kind of up there with the whole concept of Jason. Like how many more ways you're going to come up with ways for this? You've sent them to space and you sent them to hell and you've had them fight Freddy and. Like how many more ways you're gonna go with this Jason thing? Like
right. Come on, rebooting that.
Michael Myers is another one. Like I could really do without all the Halloween thing.
It's not necessary. We don't. I swear to God, we don't need any more of those, and they just keep giving them to us, and I'm not understanding why.
I'll tell you one that I'm thankful we didn't get one for though. And that's fucking American Psycho with Christian Bale. I hate that movie with a burning passion.
And it was no connection except for one mention.
There's something about that movie that makes me just want to punch a clown, man. Like just I hate that fucking movie. Like it just is one of them movies. People talk about it in such high regard. Like you gotta see American Psycho. No, you really, really don't. Like just no.
I've never seen the first one. You know what I'm glad they didn't make a sequel of? Alex Cross with Tyler Perry. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I cannot fucking believe Tyler Perry as an action star. That shit just don't look right.
Exactly.
Him out here shooting guns and trying to be a badass. That just don't make no sense. After seeing, if you would have did Alex Cross before Medea, I probably would have believed it a little better.
You know what, Alicia? They are for Edge of Tomorrow. I think they are doing a sequel for that one. If I'm not mistaken.
I ain't seen the first one.
Live, it was a live, die, repeat. That was the tagline.
Yeah, they did another one.
Yeah,
they did have it. There was a part 2 to that.
It was.
Yeah.
I know I missed it then.
You know, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like, here's the thing. With that, it failed. When Denzel did Equalizer, Denzel did an amazing job as the Equalizer.
Coming from a person who never, and he's even going on record saying he normally doesn't do sequels.
Right. Well,
that was his first time doing that.
Oh no,
that's
it's coming
more
this
of an
year.
action movie than Denzel really does. Like, Denzel does action, but he's never really, after that point, I'd never seen him do like the hand-to-hand stuff and that kind of.
But Denzel
like
more believable than Tyler Perry. I would believe Denzel would smack somebody in the face. Tyler Perry, I don't believe it.
You know, when they went with the series. Now, I'll be the first person. I love Latifah. Latifah can literally do no wrong in my eyes. But when they said she's going to play the Equalizer, I was just like, no, that's just
it makes
not.
you quit. It made you kind of like kind of tip. I didn't like it though.
I don't see her doing that. But literally 15 minutes into that first episode, I was like, all right, cool. I'm on. Like, I was on board, and I'm on board all the way now. And
still ain't
she has, you know,
not bad. It's actually not bad.
No, she is
cool.
You know,
I seen her run in one scene, and I was like, this ain't it.
I don't know, man. I like it. Like, I love how it has the hand-to-hand stuff, but they keep it very minimal. You know, so.
I mean, it ain't for me. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I ain't not going back and watching it. Just, I seen her run one time, and I was like, no, I can't believe it. That's like, if you can't run, I can't
he was like, it was the run.
Yeah, that run just wasn't. It wasn't an action run to me. It wasn't like I'm about to whoop ass run. It was like I'm trying not to get my ass whooped type run. It just didn't. It just didn't give me. It just didn't give me I'm whooping ass vibe, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's just. It was like, I don't know, man. I just.
So yeah, it's actually a good show considering the OG Equalizer was an older guy. Yeah,
y'all like it, I love it. I just ain't watching it after I seen her run. That's all I'm saying. That's all I got to say.
I am happy to hear that they are doing another one with Denzel though. So, and I'm
he announced they're doing the third one. Same director and everything. Same director.
Yeah, so
I'm down with that.
I'm happy about that. So let's talk Prey. Like, did you guys see Prey? What do you think of Prey?
I watched Prey. I enjoyed Prey. I would like to see where they go forward with it. I did a review for it on YouTube. But would I like to see a sequel? Yeah.
There's supposed to be one. He said he's got a unique twist for it that doesn't necessarily involve Predator per se, which I think is cool because they're really. You could almost take those characters and do like a historical type of movie or just a lot of different things. You know, brilliant cast.
Alita, I think they're doing a thing with Alita too. They are.
Yeah, Alita impressed me a lot.
So, they did.
I really liked how they used the dog in Prey. I love the cinematography.
I want a dog like that. That dog was smart.
The biggest glaring error for me for Prey, and it was really hard for me to get past just because I love history so much, was the fact that in the very beginning they were like Great Northern Plains, and then they were like, oh, they're Comanche.
The placement.
Oops. You know, the Comanche are about 600 miles south of where you're claiming the movie's going to be, you know, and that's a major glaring thing. Also, the fact that they had French traders 500 miles.
That seemed awkward. It wasn't just me. It wasn't just me. It wasn't just me.
That was, again, very inaccurate, you know, or I wouldn't say the French traders were inaccurate. Let's just say it was highly unlikely. The French traders were very much in the Midwest and Ontario and the Appalachian area. So they didn't generally venture out to Kansas and Nebraska, where this was supposed to have taken place. So,
yeah, I mean, and then not to mention the way that it ended, like when they show the carvings, the cave drawings, or the carvings that they had, it literally is showing like, yeah, something else could be going down. Dracula Untold, that was good. And that was supposed to be the beginning of Universal's Dark Universe.
Okay.
Because it was that, and then The Mummy with Tom Cruise. And when The Mummy tanked, well, it made money, but it still tanked. They didn't make the money they wanted it to make. They scrapped everything else because they had a plan. They had a plan for Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein. They had a plan for... Actually, they had a plan for the creature from the Black Lagoon, and who did Shape of Water? Del Toro? Was it Del Toro that did Shape of Water? He actually took some of his story and tweaked it, and ended up making that when they scrapped all of those other films. They tried. They tried to keep it going, but The Mummy, when they did Dracula Untold, it was a great film. They did The Mummy, and the problem with that was
Tom Cruise.
They were thinking Brendan Fraser, and it was a little too close to, like, as far as releases and everything, it was a little too close to that one. They were just like, oh no, this ain't that type of mummy. What? That's what made that movie. You had a little comedy, you had some action going on. It was fun.
Yeah, Tom Hanks funny. Other than Tropic
Tom
Thunder.
Cruise. Yeah.
Other than Tropic Thunder, there's no funny Tom Cruise to me.
Yeah, right. I've never seen, like you said, other than Tropic Thunder, I've never seen Tom Cruise in anything. He wasn't even funny in Risky Business, and it wasn't because of him. He wasn't supposed to be the funny one. It was his surrounding cast. That was the funny one.
Yeah, he's not really.
He's not.
I've never found
time. I'll give him Tropic Thunder because nobody was expecting that. So
that's one of the movies that I've watched it a bunch of times, and it's humorous to me, but it's not like fall down funny to me like a lot of people make it out to be. Like, it is humorous and it has great acting and parts, definitely. It doesn't like make
two movies you couldn't make and get away with today. Is another Tropic Thunder or another Blazing Saddles. You couldn't get away with those two films. Blazing Saddles for sure, which is mind-boggling to me.
Here's the thing, and I'm interested in this. Mel Brooks is working with Wanda Sykes on a History of the World series. Now, if the studio stays the fuck out of the way and just lets Mel and Wanda do what they do, you are going to get, for lack of a better word,
going to get gold is what you're going to
get history.
Yeah.
Now, if the studio gets in the way and tries to water this bullshit down, then you're just going to get pure garbage. But between Mel and Wanda, you got the old school and the new school. Wanda is definitely
just as edgy.
Yeah, she's not thin-skinned, so it's not like she's going to be offended by that kind of comedy. And personally, I think they should bring Dave Chappelle in with it too, because I think Dave would, be perfect for that trio.
He'd be perfect.
Edgy stupidity,
He'd be perfect for that. I would love to. So for those who are listening or who are watching, if you're not familiar with Blazing Saddles, I want you, if you've watched Family Guy or The Simpsons or American Dad or Rick and Morty, you can watch Blazing Saddles.
Now here's a question for you. Let's see if you know this. Do you know who was supposed to originally play the role that Gene Wilder played?
Oh, I thought you was going to say about the sheriff. Who was supposed?
Yeah, the sheriff.
Oh
no, not the sheriff.
Pryor. It was
the
was supposed to be Richard Pryor. It was supposed to be Richard. It was supposed to be Gene
Richard
Wilder.
Pryor was supposed to play the sheriff.
Yeah,
but Gene Wilder's role.
I never knew who was supposed to be
John Wayne.
Get the fuck out of here. No,
It was
wasn't.
supposed to be John Wayne. Now, John didn't want the role because it was too, quote unquote, blue, and it would go against his thing. But he told Mel, I can't act in it because of the blue comedy, but I'll be the very first person in line to pay you money to see it.
I bet you would.
So he was worried because of the cowboy thing and all of that. He was worried of what would happen. He wouldn't get roles anymore based on, playing that character. So he didn't take the role, but he was one of the first people to see the movie.
Because boo-hoo. Because who was it? Ghost Rider did not need a sequel, especially the sequel we got. Yes.
No.
Yes, for real. Definitely. Because that second one, I don't know what the hell that was all about.
Yeah, that first one.
Wait, so let's go back to the first one. Visually, on point.
Not horrible.
But there's a scene that still vexes me. And it's the scene where he meets is it Sam Waterston? Yeah, Sam Waters. Is it Sam Waterston?
It's Sam Elliott, ain't it?
Yeah, Sam Elliott. He meets up with Sam Elliott and he's like, I gotta go for this final ride. And he was like, well, I'll go with you. So now you got Ghost Rider. You had two Ghost Riders. And they rode, and then he got to the end wherever they were going. He was like, well, this is where I leave you. I'm like, yo, my guy, I thought you was gonna help him fight. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, boy, was I fucking disappointed.
Yeah, see, I want to bite I was trying to hold my tongue because I know Nicolas Cage is a national treasure, but him as Ghost Rider was the absolute worst decision they made.
I swear to God, I wish I could afford an entertainment attorney that was really good, because anybody who's listened to my podcast knows
that Man from Uncle should get a sequel.
I have made the joke for a decade about every role that Nicolas Cage plays is just Nicolas Cage starring as Nicolas Cage.
Pretty much.
And when I seen them make this last movie, I was like, motherfucker, they stole my idea. They literally had Nicolas Cage play Nicolas Cage. And I was like, I've been on dozens of podcasts making that joke. I have written about it on blogs. I talked to Lloyd Kaufman in the interview with Lloyd Kaufman about it, because Lloyd thought it was funny. Like, he's like, it kind of is true. Like, and I was like, I don't mean that as a diss or anything to Nick. It's just kind of what Nick does. It's what makes Nick unique, But I was just so like, I swear somebody heard that and like, this is an idea. Let's have Nicolas Cage play Nicolas Cage. So I know I'd lose my ass if I ever tried to sue, but it's just the point of,
I still ain't seen it. I refuse to see it. I can't watch Nicolas Cage. This is something that I don't know what it is about him.
It's weird.
Cannot fucking watch anything he's in or has anything to do with. Or
so let me ask this.
With.
The reboot of Roadhouse that they're making.
Oh God. Isn't it Jake Gyllenhaal
rebooting shit? Yeah, Jake
Gyllenhaal is going to play the role of Patrick Swayze. Conor McGregor is going to play
Popcorn the Zombie.
I'm sorry.
I know X told me. He told me.
Nick, I've been streaming for like 6 hours. I started playing Kingdom Hearts and I fell down the rabbit hole.
Oh shit.
But they got Conor McGregor.
His ex internet started acting up. So
okay.
I looked at my phone and I was like, ooh, niggas been hitting me up.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, when I get off here, I'm falling down a Madden rabbit hole, so I'm actually itching. I got chicken wings and
Didn't
fries.
that just come out?
It came out.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. If you live in New Zealand like I did yesterday, you could have played it at like 5 o'clock.
Oh, good shit.
Hush. Don't tell nobody.
Good shit.
Trade secret. So anybody, if a game about to drop and it drop at midnight, if you go to New Zealand, you could play it a few hours early because it dropped at midnight Tuesday night. But I was playing it at 6 and motherfuckers was mad at me like, "How you playing?" I was like, "Hey man, you go to New Zealand, you take the trip. Yeah, you take business. Yeah, you take that trip on the red eye over to New Zealand."
That trip
Note taken.
Note to self.
Yeah,
Notes taken.
Oh man. So it's safe to say that a lot of these movies, like
what I wish we got a sequel of?
Roadhouse. What's that?
Man of Steel. Not Man of Steel. Steel.
With Shaq?
I was with Shaq.
Yes.
Vin is another actor who pays himself except in Guardians.
It's still himself. He just don't speak English in the Guardians.
Yeah.
It's like every movie is him. I could have swore he was Optimus Prime for a minute. I thought that was him.
Hey, we're getting another Pitch Black one from him. So.
Oh God.
What, after 20 freaking years?
Yeah, I was gonna say that'll be another, 3-hour movie where he says 6 lines.
How many Chronicles can Riddick have, man?
Too many. Because after the first one, it was horrible. The second one was just like, again, a cash grab. Follow the money, people. If the first one was all right, but it made a little bit of money, that second one is rushed.
It is rushed.
Second one is,
and that came
Michael
out
Moore
with
at Subway getting a meatball sandwich. That shit's sloppy.
Well, and the third one was just a complete rehash of the first one.
Wait, they had a third one?
I didn't. What was the name of the
he's back
third
on the
one?
planet, and they have like the same kind of freaking things again, and they have an eclipse. And
what was the name of that one? Because I didn't even know they made a third one.
It was Pitch Black.
Then the Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah,
and then they had that. It was a filling.
Riddick falls down a hole.
I think it's just called Riddick, if I remember correctly.
Oh, it was Riddick. Yeah, I did see that because the dude and his kid was on that. They was on that fucking space bus and it crashed on the planet. I remember seeing that bullshit.
That was
oh my god!
It had a tie-in game and everything. Oh fuck!
Yep.
My brain.
Yeah.
On the third one, the character, the dude with the kid, David Keith, whatever his name is, Keith David.
That was that
on
one.
an actual planet, and Vin has like escaped, and he's on.
Yeah.
And they've got like they got the same type of characters essentially as the first one. He's stranded on the thing by himself. He's got to fight all these things. And then they come to try to rescue him, and it's a complete rehash.
It's a rehash.
So it's bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's not put it.
That's why. And you notice you couldn't even remember it because you just like
right. That's what I forgot.
It was only 2. Because I was like, it's
me and Pop was like, wait, they made a third one?
Right.
I was
like, I just remember they made a very ass game tie-in to it. That's why I remembered it.
Yeah,
they did. Cash grab.
Strong cash grab.
And that's, going back, that's what this new Roadhouse is going to be. It's just.
I'm cool with McGregor and Jake Gyllenhaal because they've running out of fucking ideas, Chris.
Yeah.
They've done everything under the sun 3 times.
How the fuck you going to replace Sam Elliott with Conor McGregor, bro? Like, that's just complete.
Oh, we don't speak about that one.
That's just asinine.
He just redeemed himself with
No, he didn't. He still ain't redeemed himself.
He redeemed himself better from
y'all gave him easy.
Shit.
He married J-Lo and did Daredevil. I'm cool on Ben Affleck.
No, he was Bennifer twice. Think about it.
He was Bennifer twice. And didn't learn his lesson either twice.
He pulled that shit off.
Then they made Electra thinking that shit was gonna be fire.
That shit was we gonna fuck the streets up with Electra.
Hey, there's that nigga who stepped in the booth with no rhymes and thought he was about to put down some hotness.
Boom,
and the DJ turned on that beat. This nigga said, I like to party in the morning. I go down the street.
It was garbage.
That shit was horrible. And y'all, they ate it up, man. People was like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be great."
Me and my wife walked out the movie theater. She's like, "Is that what?" No,
See, Chris, that's the problem. There, you keep walking into movie theaters, giving your hard-earned money to these trash ass movies. Whereas I can wait.
I didn't pay for that one.
Somebody paid for it.
That was free tickets. That was free. That was a free ticket.
Even free, I wouldn't go watch that bullshit.
The world paid the price for that one.
Yeah,
the world paid the price.
Ask me to the screening and be like, "Hey, man, we'll give you some money. Come on out here and watch it." I'd be like, "You know what? I'd rather go watch paint dry. That shit was horrible. There was nothing about that movie that screamed blockbuster."
There was nothing
Except
about
for the
that movie that
credits.
screamed Electra.
That bit
Like
was a
none
that bit was a sci-fi movie.
No lie, that should be airing on Sci-Fi.
I gotta ask Chris because I know he watched the Carter movie.
Yes.
I want your reaction, one to the movie overall, but mostly to the ending.
Action had me going because I'm like, okay, I like this. CGI was shit, of course. But the action,
that's a given.
The action was up there. It was
the action was right up there with the raid.
It turned out to be like a 2.5 hour film.
Yeah.
And then by the time you got to the end,
Carter.
That's it.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
It's on Netflix. It's kind of like
this is a new Carter.
It's a Thai movie. It's a Korean Thai movie, but
that's why, because it's on Netflix. Fuck Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and I was gonna say, it's on Netflix, right?
I ain't seen shit on Netflix in 2 years now.
I'm gonna check it out.
It's violent as fuck. It's one of them.
It gives you
it's one of the movies like The Raid. If you've ever seen The Raid or The Raid 2,
okay,
it's very much like that. It's just nonstop.
Huh.
It's just that third act. That third act.
Shit. They fucked it up at the end.
Back.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
damn.
What the fuck is all of this? What is going on?
Yeah.
I watched it with my son, and I was just like, this is like one long commercial for how they drones work, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's what this is.
That's what I kept thinking. Like,
because the drone work, like they were doing them single camera shots, and then I'm like, how are they pulling that off? He was like, they were drones, and I'm like, that is drone work. Yeah. I'm like, this is a long ass commercial for how our drones are amazing and how they can do just this. That's what this.
You know what? Us should have got a part 2.
Us.
When they, you talking about after, like what happened when they all let their hands go, each other hands?
Yeah, when they left from out of there and they
the way that shit
did
ended,
that
I was still so fucking confused.
That's Jordan Peele for you.
I still gotta go see Nope.
I still do too. Nope. That's the one thing I haven't seen yet.
I got patience. I'm gonna wait till they bring it out on TV. I ain't paying good money for these shits no more. I'm not wasting money to go see if it's gonna be a dud. I'm cool. I ain't got money for that shit.
I bank on one thing and one thing only: Disney and Marvel. That's it. Everything else is
I'm already paying for those.
I just wait for everything to come out on torrent or one of the streaming, because like I did pay to go see Top Gun because I wanted to see Top Gun in the theater. Like that was one that I just knew was gonna live up to the hype.
It was yeah. Oh, Alicia, that was I'm about to use that. I seen that. It was
yes.
Yeah.
The ending of Carter pissed me off
because the action is from the very beginning. The action is just bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
But by the time you hit that third act,
they ran out of Viagra.
You're like now it's
they started running on.
It's Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, it was. He came out too fast.
Third act, third act is Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, like they do all the fighting and shit. They kill all the bad guys. You think they're safe on the train. The train's coming down the track, and then they fucking like this, and you see the fucking track way out there, and they blow the fucking track up in the middle of the goddamn gully. And the train's still going towards it, and it's just like the end. How the fuck are you gonna let me sit for 2.5 hours and then know that the train is gonna crash, and you just leave a motherfucker hanging? Like, come on, bro! Like, what happened?
They should have hit y'all with the fin.
You know,
finito, finite.
It was so. I was just like, the look. You ever watch those shows like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or something, and Will Smith looks at the camera, he looks at the audience breaking the fourth wall? Mm-hmm. I had one of them moments. I'm like,
yeah.
What was all this
when
for?
I've never had those moments?
Yeah, exactly. That was like, how the fuck are you gonna like? That was my reaction at the season ending of.
It is. When you hit a nigga with Finn, it don't even feel like you want to say the finale. You just want to get this shit over with.
You know, that was
Hit you
my
with an old school French ending.
Finn.
You know, is when like you think everything is all wrapped up on Equalizer, and then they're all, well, we're gonna go to the movies, and they're driving along the movies, and then it's like, bam, car crash, and they snatch her out of the car, and that's like the end. And I was like, how far are you gonna leave us hanging for 8 months, not knowing what happened to the Equalizer? You know,
we know nothing. Just like she like the fuck that was my face.
Deal with it.
This was my face at the end of that movie.
Yeah, like
stairs and Finn. Shit.
Stairs and
it was, bro. Like it was just, I was so angry.
So can I ask y'all a question?
Ending,
Would y'all want a sequel for it?
For
Carter?
For Carter?
Yeah.
No, if you seen how it ended, you're just like, what the fuck? Because now you're gonna figure out how the hell they made it out of that.
Yeah,
That's what part 2 is. It starts
I'm
like this.
thinking,
It gotta start
thinking
right at that moment if they have another one.
you know what? This is what I'm thinking though, and I know this is far fetched.
Next fall.
It was giving me these.
But
that's the exact look.
I know it seems far fetched, but think about this: with the virus, with the being in Korea, with the being the train. I got a feeling if they do a part 2 to that, they're gonna try to tie that shit in to Train to Busan.
Oh shit!
Part 3 or some shit. Like I just
2.5 hours.
Oh my god!
I don't know where else they can go with it other than to try to tie it into that.
So
like,
that was the worst love making I've ever seen. He came out fast for the first 30 minutes of it, and then the last hour.
It
hour
was
came out like
non-stop
hyper
action.
speed.
It was non-stop
how
action.
long was the action?
It was long,
all
like
the way through it, bro.
So if it's
it
2.5
hardly
hours,
breaks.
so the last 30 minutes was like bullshit.
No, I mean it was action all the way
It
up
was
to
the
the
whole
end.
thing.
It was just the ending itself of where
I'm
they
still
finally
cool.
kill all the bad guys.
you took care of everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
She got
It's
you
all
all the
wrapped
way
up.
to the point you finna nut, and then was like, "I'm tired."
It's
Your credit card has been declined.
You know, you could have left it just they're on the train and they're going to take the train to safety.
I'm cool.
Oh shit!
And then
He got his wife back. He got his daughter
got the
back.
kid back.
They saved the kid who has
You know,
the
they're on the
cure.
train.
They
They're
saved
safe.
the
They're on a fucking medical supply train so
They
they
took
can
care
pass
of
each other
everybody.
up. And so it's all right. It's wrapped up. They're safe and sound, and they're going to ride the train to safety.
But are they?
And then it's like,
You see right off in the distance,
and
somebody
you
blows
like,
up the damn
and then
bridge.
you see the track way out, and the track goes out over this fucking like valley gully, and then it's like, boom, the fucking track blows up, and the train's like half a mile down, and you're just like,
Well, they got time to stop.
the fuck is it? Like they don't even know that it blew up. That's the whole point. Like they don't even let you in that they at that part. They're just like,
He's like, oh, you're gonna make sweet love.
you know, so it was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
just a
You got to get the
stupid-
Blu-ray so you can get the deleted scene at the
Yeah.
Nah, you want to know
Alternate
what happened?
version.
You cut it off right after that and then see the after credit scene. Nah.
Somebody was just like, we still have money left in the budget.
But if you've ever seen The Raid or The Raid 2, it's that kind of movie. Like it just is literal.
It's nonstop action.
So it's
Blinding
Sylvester Stallone, 75-year-old ass fighting on a train.
No, it's not Sylvester Stallone.
No,
You
no,
know,
it's
he did a
Korean
movie. He did a movie called Carter, and or Get Carter. He did Get Carter.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
yeah.
that's
No,
not,
this
that's not
is-
it.
This is like a Korean Thai.
Okay, because somebody
Movie.
says
This is an action
Sylvester
martial
Stallone, and I
arts
was
type
picturing
movie.
him through the whole movie.
He said they
Drudging-
gonna NFT.
You know what? That's what it seems like, though, man. This was
You
like,
gotta buy that bitch.
yeah,
and it's
like
just
you want to know
train
what really
tracks.
happened? You can
So
call
who's
it,
the star of this movie?
you know.
I don't know any of these people. It's because it's a Korean film. I don't know any of these actors.
Somebody
Yeah,
said
it was-
Sylvester Stallone at the beginning, and that's all I heard. So I've
No, I
pictured his
said
old ass
it's not.
running
No,
through
I
the
said
train.
it's not the Stallone one.
No,
Because he did one. where it
Yeah,
was
because
called
I
Get Carter.
pictured
most
his
famous
75-year-old
actor
ass
is,
running through the train, beating people up. slowly.
Don't worry, I'm doing a review on it because it's gonna blow your phone.
Oh, I'm not worried because I ain't watching it. I would never.
I'm gonna save
watch
everybody's time and make a review. And be like, look,
I'm gonna save y'all want to save y'all time?
Mike
Don't turn it
Coulter.
on.
Mike Coulter was in it. He was the one CIA.
oh, that's right. He was in one scene. He was in
I might have to watch it.
He's only in it for 3 minutes,
it's
maybe.
It's like that one scene.
Cool.
Yeah. So
This one scene.
but I mean, like I said, if you like martial art movies with just pure carnage, it's a good movie. But you have to. It's very much like Fast and Furious in the fact that you just have to suspend belief, turn off your brain, and just watch shit go boom for,
like there's literally a scene where he kicks a guy out of a window.
Yeah.
And the guy is falling and they show him falling and a car happens to come up and the car hits him.
Pretty much.
Pops back up.
Yeah.
I actually was in the movie. They gave me Michael Coulter for 5 seconds.
Yeah, the hero lands on that guy and uses him as a picture. I'm like, who was in the movie? Nobody.
Who was in the movie?
The whole time?
I said, who was in the movie? They was like, Michael Coulter, but he was only here for 5 seconds. So, after that.
It's a bunch of Korean stars. Like, if you know Korean
How
movies.
the fuck did they get Michael Coulter? Like, this nigga must really have nothing to do right now. He's really praying Luke Cage come back out. So, he already doing Korean bondage train films.
The main star is Ju-won.
Okay.
And Ju-won, if you know Korean stuff,
I'm not even going to nod my head and pretend like I knew. Oh, yeah, Ju-won. I seen him in.
He's done Good Doctor. He did the TV version of Good Doctor over there, and he does a lot of like martial arts stuff. He's very famous in Korea. Like,
man, we gonna wrap this up, man. Because I got to do a part 2 of this one.
You know what?
I got to do a part 2 just because this shit is so out of control.
I'm dead at Bondage Train film. Oh, see, that is hilarious. Finn.
What it was.
Yo, I asked who was in the movie. Y'all gave me Michael Coulter for 5 seconds.
He's like the only American in it though.
Oh my god, that motherfucker's hard up for cash.
He had a cameo, man.
That Truck Turner film he did must not be working, man. If this nigga's over
they released that yet?
Yeah, they straight to DVD at your house. Straight
I thought
to
it was supposed to be on. I thought it was supposed to be on streaming.
It is. There's one right. The Nile. It's streaming right down the river. Ain't nobody watching that bullshit.
And we didn't get to talk about day shift, so.
Well, that's all right. I'm gonna do a part 2 of this one. This is.
Holy shit.
It'll be a couple weeks. I'm gonna do a part 2. But if CJ, tell everybody where they can find you.
Just look up the Music God CJ Plain. I'm everywhere. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We got the podcast, The Noise Report. We have the internet radio show. We're bringing it back. We're bringing back Right on the Set Radio. So, and not only will be reacting to videos and interviewing people on the podcast, I'll be playing actual music again. So, people like G Black and Excursion, those guys know I've been doing the radio thing longer than anything else. I've been all the way back. G is one of the very first people that I ever played, on my radio show. Was going all the way back to like 2010. One of the very first people I interviewed. That's actually how I met all them guys and whatnot. So, that's my boy going all the way back, man, to the very beginning. So he, his mom and I used to, when I had him on the show after all of that, we used to play Literati and all kinds of shit and, just have cool conversations and shit.
Black's family. He did the intros for both our shows. So.
Yeah, I miss his mama, man. His mama was, she was a good friend. She was a world class. Like she was just, she was a good woman. So
shout out to G Black.
Yeah.
Pop, where can they find you? It's Pop stepping in for X because his internet got the acting hood.
Which is so wild because like we both in Dallas, but I'm in the area with fucked up internet and my shit's be pretty okay. I don't know how that works, but
He
shout
got a
out to
bad
Mac for
connection.
stopping by. Follow me at Popcorn the Zombie on all social medias. I got a 24-hour stream coming up soon, so look out on that. I'm gonna do that this week. Follow the Trap Nerds podcast on iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hold
New
on, brother. Y'all
episodes every
somewhere
Monday.
else, man. Y'all somewhere else. I want to get exclusive, man. Y'all, I need to talk to y'all. Y'all got trade secrets, man.
And we just got lucky. Niggas be saying that, but we just got lucky.
Hey, man, ain't never luck when you good, man. Don't even...
I told him I'm about to kick the door in. I told him when I was on their show, what was it, last week before?
Yeah,
I'm about to kick that door in.
Because we were like, who the fuck? Shit, I sent the email and they answered. Shit. Literally.
Hey, man, sometimes it's all it takes.
Yeah.
Literally, shit.
No, that's real.
Yeah. Dude, what we got going on?
If you don't try, you don't know. Like I've literally gotten interviews.
Hit me up on any social shit. I be talking shit on Twitter and I'm rogue as hell on Instagram, but I'm there if I get a message. Just it's a phone.
You know, when I sent the email to try to get Lloyd Kaufman,
oh, this a blanket.
You know, there's no money in the world you could have gave me to convince me that Lloyd Kaufman would answer my stuff and agree to come on my show. You know, because I mean, come on, it's Lloyd Kaufman, bro. Like he's
right. That's how it be. You just like send a DM, a nigga just might answer type shit. Just
back to basics.
Yeah,
back to basics. What we got going on tomorrow, D?
Korean train bondage films by Michael Coulter.
Fuck all
you. Star Mike Coulter.
I'm so dead.
we give him a longer 5-minute cameo.
Yeah, it's just him on a train with people tied up and he's got a hood on and looking for money. No, tomorrow is I forget. It's a lot of people. I don't know, man.
It's three of them, right? Though it's three.
Yeah, I got Madden on my head, so I ain't thinking about nothing but Madden right now. So
that's how I was in Kingdom Hearts.
I'm looking over that motherfucker stereo, and all I see is John Madden like this. Come on, boy, come back.
I know you want to play me.
Come on.
Boom, pow, get in the game. I was like, yes, coach. No, tomorrow we got Tim Russell from the Kickback podcast. Also, we got my dude, this name, and this is his stage name. His name is Caleb Love, but his stage name is Romance the Romantic Truth. Tell me that ain't an R&B name. Romance the Romantic Truth.
I remember Caleb at the
dog. When I was about to steal his name when he told me, I was like, yeah, I'm going to take that.
That's going to be me now.
Yeah, you. It's mine. Look at me. I am the romance now. Then we got from Cincinnati, D Nash, who actually his mom was just on the show last week, so it's a family affair. And also, I'm reading his mom's erotic book. He just don't know that yet.
That big got Finn at the end of it. What?
Finn.
Finn.
I'm sorry. I've been on a kill streak. I got Ezra Miller as an asexual dolphin.
What?
And Finn now.
Oh man.
Then you can follow me on all these sites. Pretty much everywhere, man. iTunes, iHeart, you know, all that. Instagram, Facebook, JDate. Nobody. Everybody was like, JDate. Okay, that seems believable.
I was like, what the hell? Like,
I don't know. I heard it on Family Guy, and I always want to use it.
Oh my god. You can follow me on IG. Just go to Blurred's Eye Views, all one word. Just go to IG, go to Blurred's Eye View. You follow the link in the bio. We'll send you to all the socials. Tune in this Thursday with me and Tracy Carr at 9 p.m. We'll be talking about more crazy stuff. Maybe not as crazy as what we do tonight, but that's all right. Tune in for that. Actually, we do have a guest coming on. We got a guest coming on. So tune in 9 o'clock p.m. Same channels. But yes, tune in next Tuesday. It's Candy B's last day with us, y'all. Next Tuesday, we are. So we're gonna send her off, and I'll be damned. And we're just gonna have a little fun while we're doing it. As you see, DC is always having fun. Send it on. It's like it makes it over. Look, the face alone. No emotion, none. But tune in. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank CJ playing. I want to thank Snacks for jumping in. Thanks for popping in and taking in over for him. Go give them a holler. Tell Charlemagne the God I'll be over to take over the throne for a little bit.
Hey, they gotta open shit.
Tell him I'm coming. Shit. Tell him I'm coming. I want that money. But tune in to us this week and next week as we talk about only stuff that blurs like ourselves and allies like CJ can do. And
what are we doing next week?
Of this. Send the Candy B off. I can hear her now. Fuck you, DC. I can hear her now. But until next time, there you go. Oh, but until next time, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. Until next mission, this is Chris Fury with the crew. We out of here.
Yep. And the words of Ron Simmons. Damn.